Hello, I'm John from the Haunt Informer,
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
and this is episode 33 of Fall Informer. And today we have a special guest, Todd from Reaper's Revenge.
Hello, everyone. I'm Todd Fedyshyn from Reaper's Revenge. How are you?
Great. Thank you for being on.
Happy to be here.
Awesome. So go ahead, Glenn, first question.
All right, we'll get right into it. What got you into haunts?
Well, honestly, dating all the way back to when I was before a teenager, like maybe 8, 9, 10 years old, my uncle used to do home haunting in his yard. And I got turned on to the first Halloween flick back in '78. And fell in love with Michael Myers and John Carpenter, Jamie Lee Curtis, and all that. And from there, did a couple haunts when I was a teenager, but was a home haunter for 10 years. And 14 years ago, decided to make a career out of this thing. So there it is. Yeah.
Nice. So my first question for you is, I actually saw you at the Transworld Haunt Show with your escape room business, and I wanted to ask you about this. Since you have a business selling escape rooms to the haunt industry, I wanted to know, what do you see the trajectory of escape rooms in the future? What trends do you think are going to happen?
To be honest with you, I'm still amazed that I'm doing as much business with it as 6 years ago. I thought when we started the consulting business, my uncle and I thought it was going to be about a year and maybe two. That was all I was expecting.
Okay.
And now 6 years later, and obviously COVID, it was in the middle.
Yeah.
I think they're going to rebound for the next year or two, and then you're going to see the next generation of the games evolving in all the cities. Like, less and less locks, and you're going to see a lot more position-driven placement, computerized automations, things of that nature. And everybody will continue to elevate their game scenically because, so many people are setting the bar so high. I mean, my company actually deals with a lot of entry level. You want to open an escape room business. Here's all the plans to do it. And we make it affordable, and we've been selling them around the world. So we've been very fortunate, Uncle Dan and I, to have Mind Games Escape Rooms. I think we call it Mind Games Productions too. We have a few different names. God only knows. There's a corporation out there somewhere with the actual official name, but that's top secret information. I cannot tell you that.
Alrighty.
I got issues. I've been building all day in the woods, man. You go nuts out here. I actually had the most amazing day. I just have to tell you guys, like literally, I worked for about 7 hours. I stopped for about 15 minutes to have a little Powerade. I have to have Powerade, and I was going to try to say a good slogan there, so maybe they pick me up as a sponsor, but I kind of failed. I failed miserably there. But we took a stop just to have a little Powerade, and I had a little snack. I didn't even really eat lunch. I was so excited about building today. With 35 days to go until Haunt opens, every day you get a little bit. I just got back here last night, from the escape room business, and wow, I just wanted to get out here. I'm so pumped to do stuff, and I just had 7 hours of like, I want to still build, but I want to go to dinner with the guys too. It's nice to have one of our full timers. It's his birthday today, and we're a family here at Reaper's Revenge, so I wanted to make sure we took him out to dinner tonight. Even though it's Sunday, isn't it?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Feels, I don't know what day it feels like. All right, next question.
Go ahead, John. I know you got some more. You got more than I
Okay.
do.
Sure. Okay. So I want to ask you, since you've been in the industry for a while now, I wanted to know, what do you think is the perfect balance of animatronics and scare actors?
Ooh, that's an interesting one because we've worked very very man, it's tough because we're such an actor driven haunt.
Yes.
But I think it's all about proper position and getting the opportunity to get that diversion so that it's not just actor after actor after actor. Make them think a little bit, catch them off so that the actors really can get a great scare. I don't have an equation to figure that out as
Okay.
much as I can tell you personally. We were 100, 185 actors, but I'm sure it always goes up to 190. And then, you have your supervisors that will jump into outfit at any point or are in outfit sometimes and doing training out there. So, there's 23, 24 supervisors at the same time. So there's over 200 people that could be scaring you at Reapers. I think the number this year is going to be like Around 170 is what I'm hearing from
Okay.
Travis. So I mean, we've cut about 15 spots. We've put a lot of animatronic stuff in this year.
Okay.
But I mean, I guess over the entire 65 acres, it's not as much as you think. I mean, I got my way with a few different things I'm very excited about. But from Gatekeeper, the first scene you see of the night, all the way up through Alice, there's something changing everywhere. I got something huge for Pumpkin Hill this year that I've wanted for 5 years, and I finally got my way. So, but again, I can't tell you what it is. But the ring scene, I'm doing something really, really cool there. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be fun.
Yes, go out and test your fate this fall.
Yes. So I don't know if I answered that question appropriately. I think you just really have to look at, you don't ever want to rely too much on animatronics, and you really want the actors to bring it home. But there are times where you can do too much with actors and you need to break it up to have that anticipation of a scare, or it's just you're constantly ramming it down their throat. And people get they get immune to it a little bit. They're so used to it that there's no anticipation. And somebody told me that years ago, and I never forgot it because I think it's great advice.
Yeah, it's kind of like with thrillers or horror movies. You have to have the timing just right, where you have to have that creepy area where you're like, is that door gonna open? And like build that suspense.
Maybe that's why I don't like horror flicks, because I don't. I mean, it's that took a lot of energy just to think about my timing at my haunt. If I'm going to watch something for fun, I want to watch comedy and laugh.
Yeah.
So, all right, but what else you got for me? Ask away. I'm an open book.
Well, leading to your question about timing, John, I know you have a question about
Yes.
time.
Yes, I do actually. Right. Next one. So this is the way I've worded it. I think a key factor of the show of Reaper's Revenge, and I think you do an excellent job, A+ with it, is the timing of the show. And I think you honestly, I think have perfected it and do it so well. It's absolutely impeccable. And I wanted to know, how have you perfected that over the years? Because honestly, like it's like so well done. Like I've been to tons of haunts, and yours is easily one of the best timed ever.
It's a real simple answer. I got to give Paul Cochran, the original owner of Reapers, the founder. I mean, this was his brainchild, and he, worked so much in the entertainment industry with the carnivals. And I mean, really, in carnivals, that's what it all is. It's timing. How much it takes to get into town. How long does it take to set up? How long does it take to have a fair? How long does it take to break down? And time is money and get to the next show. Paul was always about timing is everything, and that's how the haunt was built. I mean, honestly, I didn't look at timing at my other first haunt. Paul met me, I think, year four. We're both 4 years old. And he came and helped me and brought some reapers to my haunt. And he'll tell you, he's like, oh, I thought it was going to be a joke. And when he showed up to my haunt, and it was something my uncle and I and a couple other guys did, I mean, it was a big charity haunt. I mean, it was 16,000 square feet. It wasn't a small haunt. But he was surprised when he showed up, and he saw instantly, oh, he's got some skills. So there's a few things Paul did right here at Reapers. Was one, the timing. He always had that proper, from how you load the hayride to when they're getting off the hayride. We know every minute, and down in the seconds, like 15 seconds from here. Okay, 30 seconds down the road, this is this. I did some new stuff at the ring scene. That timing has to fit in perfect with the markers in the hayride of where our tractor drivers are supposed to be, so the show is choreographed. But yeah, Paul led with that, and then he found people like myself or our other full timers here, that you know, just kind of, he brought us in and had some really talented people around him that I'm good at a couple things, and Jen's great at these things, or Amber, who's over there, is great at other stuff, and we all balance each other real well. So it's timing, and then having the right people that can execute your timing and understand maybe your vision for it. And that was always Paul's thing, and he's still with us. Although he's kind of stepped back from daily operations and is more a silent partner now. he's kind of given me the opportunity to kind of run with this thing. Me being the youngest one out of all. No, I'm sorry, Matt Herzog from Penhurst, who owns some of our shares too. He's the youngest. Matt's like 9 years younger than me. But Matt's, also kind of a silent partner right now, but it's helped me tremendously this year with marketing and all kinds of good stuff. I could go on forever about all that. I just have a really wonderful, we have a wonderful family here at Reapers, but the five of us that own the haunt, it's just, it's a great family all together.
No, one of my friends who went to media night last year for Reapers, he said you were actually investing in like technology, like trying to make the timing better too.
Well, yeah, we're always looking at stuff like that, and I mean, each scene we're going out tonight to one of the scenes, and we're looking at all the different programming for that particular scene, because it's going to be neat how things turn on and off and are based on the timing. So yes, there is different technology that's involved, and we've got an amazing tech team here that between Andy, my partner Mike, and Ryan, who's today's Ryan's birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Ryan. I don't know how old he is. How old is he? I don't know. I think he's like 10 years younger than me. I don't know. Whatever. But and we got an amazing tech team that just makes sure all that stuff comes together. And I go out there and I do programming with Andy and them. And I'm excited tonight. I'm going to see some programming that they did the last couple of days while I was up doing the escape rooms. And and then I'm really into projection mapping, so I'm pushing them to kind of get me. I've got different things that we're working on to make sure the mapping is happening around here. So that was a little secret I shared with you. But we've done projection mapping to a certain degree, but just not on. I'm trying to go to the next level, and I've really been into it, so I'm learning a lot about it. I'm so excited about Luma Fest up in Binghamton in a couple of weeks. It's going to be incredible. So
Nice. What's your question, Glenn?
Would you guys ever do an off-season event, like a Christmas, Valentine's, halfway to Halloween type thing?
at Reapers, no. And the simple reason is, and we've always discussed this, we're just an animal out here that opens for 18 nights, and then we literally after the show's done, this place is torn down in a week and it's closed up. But maybe some stuff happens in the second week. But I mean, the doors are locked, the cameras are on, and we're back home, and everybody comes up. We have a lot of people that are local that work here, and they come up and check on stuff, and but I mean, we're literally open for 18 nights. It takes so much from, like, when we can get out here in March, end of March or early April, we're out getting them out and kind of started back up, seeing what damage happened from winter. And then after that, it's like we got to work all year, do our new stuff. We're doing a new final scene next year. I'm excited about that. Which is a huge build, and we're going to actually start that in November. So I mean, we'll stay up here as long as we can, but we're up here chopping wood. I'm just saying, the show itself, we start, like, we've already put the whole hayride back up. We're doing final tweaks to the hayride this week with 35 days still to go. And the attractions, we've been in all of them too. We got to do a work in the carnival the next couple days is probably where we're going to end up after we finish doing some tweaks on the hayride. But I mean, there's so much that goes into just those 18 nights. We can't do anything else, and I just don't know if it's lucrative enough. I think it's better that we have our business and we do it, and we do that well, and we pull that off. And I'd rather put more energy into making Reapers a better show versus trying to do something on Halloween, Valentine's Day or something like that. I mean, I probably should spend time with my girlfriend on Valentine's Day, not try to not try to haunt. Although my girlfriend does own a haunt, so maybe I could get away from it, away with it. We'll see. So, go on. Next question.
All right. So, what do you think is the game plan for Reaper's Revenge when you go to the Transport Haunt show? Do you know, like, what scenes you know exactly are going to get changed, or do
Yeah.
you go in like just like you don't know what's going to happen?
No, we already know. Reapers is like a big chess match, or like my partner Mike likes to call it a model railroad. I mean, we already know what we're doing next year. I mean, we're finishing up all the changes to the 22 season, but we're already planning for the 23 season. I mean, not planning, I mean, we're putting things into place. I mean, our architects are working on, the structure with our engineer and all that. I mean, that's going to be ready to break ground in November. And then we already know what didn't make the list this year because we have creative lists that are given to us by all our supervisors. There's one thing, we have a creative list and a wish list. Like, if there's something that we can do to make your job easier, we want to do that right away. But then, okay, what do we want to do? Last year we changed Slaughter into the temple scene, and it had the dragon and the serpent, and Soul Seeker went from the beginning at Gatekeeper, and Soul Seeker went up there, and we got the new Angel of Death. So I can tell you one thing. I'll give you a sneak peek. Angel of Death won't be at the beginning of the show this year. Something completely new. That's all I'm going to say. But it must be bigger, must be better. Why wouldn't we do it? So,
Very excited to go to Reapers again. All right. Do you have another question, Glenn?
This might be kind of impossible to answer, but maybe it's easy. I don't know. Out of all the scenes, out of all the stuff, do you have like a favorite scene or one you're most proud of?
yeah, it's real easy to tell you. Pumpkin Hill is, for me, Pumpkin Hill is the epitome of what we do. I love the big stuff. I love the huge pumpkin monsters. I love Halloween. That just does it for me. Now, there's some other stuff that's probably way more impressive, but I'm just going with my roots. And I love the sound of Pumpkin Hill. Now, I love the fact that I got my new guy. I got actually 2 new guys that are going there. So I will tell you this. I do have my original guy, Pumpkilla, which was an animatronic that I built back when I first started being a hunter. So almost 14 years ago. I probably built it like second year or something like that. But it was my first attempt at an animatronic, and he's still with me. And he's going to be on Pumpkin Hill this year. And then we got something even bigger and better that is going to come with him. So Pumpkilla and the other guy's called Bad Seed. So we'll leave it at that.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I'm so glad you said that.
Thank
That's
you. Hold on. Thank you, Kevin from Gorgalore.
my
I got to put a shout out into there, and at this point, I'm obligated by the Hilton Resort to say that the Hilton is the official partner hotel of Reaper's Revenge. It's a contract somewhere. I have to tell people that.
All right.
I'm just joking, but they do want us to say that, though. They do want us to call them the official partner hotel of Reaper's Revenge. So we do have a great stay and play package with the Hilton. Come on down, get your tickets right now.
Nice. Now, something I asked you about years ago, but this was like during the pandemic, so it was all like confusing, but just happy you made the show for the year for 2020. But do you think you're going to incorporate more smells in the Reaper's Revenge this year?
I don't know I don't know, like to me, the smell thing for us doesn't work as well. I mean, we don't have a lot of indoor stuff. And when we do,
Yeah.
until we do a real haunted house, which we're talking about, but I mean, we're a 90-minute show right now. And I mean, there's some great deals out there right now. Get your tickets while you can, folks. We've got a $40 off VIP $99 ticket right now. So I mean, and there's only going to be so many of them preseason. But use promo code FOLLOW22. Here's the thing. There's only so much you can do. So at what point does the show get too big? Does it cost too much money? I mean, we're doing our best to really price the show appropriately. Like we're $69 general admission ticket, $69. However, $10 off coupon right on our website for Friday night, $20 coupon for Sunday night right on our website. So come for $49, which is $1 cheaper than last year on Sunday nights, or come for $59 on Friday nights. You're saving $10 on Friday or $20 on Sunday. But what I'm doing is trying to, and this was Paul's brainchild, and I'm just carrying it on, is we're trying to shift that Saturday crowd so that people don't have to wait as long. We shift them to Friday and Sunday. I might we're exploring time ticketing for next year. Everybody swears by it in the industry. I know we're kind of behind with it. We do a lot of things well up here at Reapers, and we're looking at that, but we just don't just we've got such a decent thing going that, and I don't want to make it sound like we're conceited where we think we're that good. It's just it's a big show. We do well. Certain things work for us. This year we really tried to expand our parking lot and look at some things to make it easier to help our customers come in, enjoy the show. Timing, like you said, was huge, but we're trying to do that. I think time ticketing might be the answer to help more, but we need to make sure, and we didn't want to pull it off this year because we had so much other stuff going on. I think next year we might just look at time ticketing and the final scene rebuild. The hayride got so much stuff this year that you guys are going to love the show. Trust me, it's going to be really good. So,
All righty. Go ahead, Glenn. Ask another question.
What advice would you give people who want to own their own haunt?
don't do it. Take up basket weaving. I mean, obviously, if you want to own a haunt, unless it's completely business driven, you've already got the bug and you're a haunter. So then obviously that's the dream. Who wouldn't want to do their passion, their love for a living? I mean, I don't ever feel like I'm working when I'm haunting. I mean, yeah, there's tough days and whatever, but man, I wouldn't do it. I mean, don't tell my partners, but I'd do it for free. I would do it for free, but I just don't have to because I've made myself a spot in the haunt industry where I'm good at a couple things and I'm able to earn a living doing it. So, I mean, if you're really into it, just don't ever give up. Make yourself really marketable by knowing more than one trade in the industry. The more you know, the more that you can make yourself a living that you need to be around for the entire year. Even though our haunt's seasonal, we do stuff in the winter. We're busy all year long, you know. So that's why I would tell people just live it, love it. If you can dream it, make it, you're passionate about it, just go after it. Don't take no for an answer. You know,
Nice. Awesome. Now, this is another thing I wanted to ask you. Talking about that pumpkin monster, I've actually seen pictures of it already on Facebook. Somebody posted on Facebook already.
yeah, before we put it up. So yeah, I mean, that's okay. Nobody's gonna know where he's coming from, and when he gets you, you're done for. He's way too big. And then I mean, Kevin did a really awesome thing for me. He took something, his biggest actor matronic is a huge head called Scalia. And
Yes.
Bad Seed actually never had hands, but
Mhm.
Scalaya did. And
Yeah.
Scalaya's hands are huge.
Yes.
So Kevin from Gore was able to put Scalaya's hands with Bad Seed and kind of did a hybrid of the two together, special for us, which was awesome. And that's why I love doing business with them guys. We actually got three, yeah, count them, three of those this year. So Pumpkin Hill got one of them. Two other ones are going somewhere else. I can't tell you that either, but that's some really good stuff from Gorgalore, which I'm pumped about. I mean, we don't do that every year. This was just a good year for that. We got some good stuff from Scare Factory. So I mean, the guys have been really good. Those Unit 70 got a lot of great stuff from Unit 70 that just showed up like within the last couple of weeks. Poison props, some great stuff. So I mean, the list goes on and on. I mean, we really, sometimes I think some people think because we have so many people come through our doors that like we're rich or something as owners. And I mean, we're really good to our employees. Everybody gets a piece, and we put a tremendous amount of money back into the show. And I don't think people understand the risk that is involved in a show this size. I mean, so want some people to think about that sometimes before they make comments or jump to conclusions about how well a haunt can do. I mean, there's so much responsibility in owning a haunt, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I love it, But, people need to understand that there's a lot of risk involved. It's like any other business, and you got a lot of employees that are counting on you, and we try to really spread the love here. I have a couple of businesses. If Reapers was so amazing and that's all I did, I wouldn't need to have any of my other businesses. So I do the escape room stuff throughout the year and I sell stuff, supplement my income. So that's something I tell people too, before you jump into this and you think I could just do this full time, but I want to be able to have enough money to support the business if we have to grow. Reapers is, somewhat self-sufficient, but as owners, if there's a problem, we have to step up. So you kind of always want to make sure you're one step ahead of the game. Like we said earlier, giant chess match.
Do you have any final thoughts, Glenn?
Are you guys ever going to do more Haunt Life Tonight episodes?
I think about that every so often. We actually filmed one, and this is how bad I am. We actually filmed one at Transworld this year, and we did some interviews afterwards. So we did, it just it got we're so busy this year. We had so much to do. And I'd really like to have my media team, Thomas, who heads up all the editing, because I do editing too, and I did a lot of new editing for Ring Scene this year. I'm very excited about a lot of that. But I really would like to have just Thomas maybe start taking them and have him spend the time to chop it up and just kind of pass that off, because during the week I have a lot that goes on when I go back up to New York from Reapers, for my other business. And, I have family stuff that I have to take care of too. So it kind of gets tough, to just do Reaper stuff all the time. That's something I'd like to pass off. And then I'd be happy to do them. I would,
We'd be happy to watch more.
Oh, thank you. I don't know why, but thank you. I know Kelly would like to do it. And, Kelly and I, he just got done doing the Wayne County Fair. And for 10 days, I haven't had him here. I'm so excited to have my brother back tomorrow. And I went and saw him at the Wayne County Fair, but it's different when we're not working together, I get excited on the days where I'm working with Kelly. I'm like, yo, we're working together today. Let's go tear some shit up in the woods. And you just have fun when you're working with your bros, And so and some days just haunting is awesome. Like literally today, I spent, and you guys will see it this year at the VIP lounge where I entertain and people come over and we'll have a soda or whatever, and we talk before the show, and we've got our what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just put up a new awning today, and I kind of did another side of stairs so I can go up in my RV either way, and I'm just excited because I'm kind of decorating it. Well, Amber's kind of decorating it. And my girlfriend was decorating it when she was here, but she's busy because her opens a week before ours. So we give a shout out to Exit 13 Haunted House.
Yes. Shout out to Rebecca.
Yes. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. So I'm so excited for what you guys are doing. And, I really appreciate you having me on the show. It means a lot that you even care about what I'm saying. Because I'm like, why? But thank you for caring. I appreciate all the kind words about the show. There's an amazing family of haunters here that works tirelessly, and it's amazing what this team does, and I'm very excited for the show that we're gonna show everybody for this year in 22. So let's hope everybody has a wonderful fall. Get out there, see as many haunts as you can, and come see us here at reapersrevenge.com. How you doing?
Yes. And what is the first day you're opening? What's the first day?
Oh wow, you want me to get into all that? Friday the 23rd, September 23rd. So we have 35 days from today, and that's until our dress rehearsal. We'll be doing a full dress rehearsal for Hayride, Lost Carnival, and Delirium on Monday, and then we do Pitch Black and Sector on Tuesday, and then Wednesday the 21st we will do our full dress rehearsal. Then we give everybody a day off to kind of recoup on Thursday, and then we will be open to public on the 23rd. So it's gonna be awesome, man. I'm totally pumped, but feel really great about the show right now. I mean, like I said, I just been running around all day building stuff, and I'm like, I just feel good.
So I have been John from the Haunt Informer.
And I'm Glenn from Fall Ritual.
This was episode 33 of Fall Informer. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being on, Todd. And definitely check out Reaper's Avenge and test your fate.